Hey guys, Jack here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how the Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue forms were retconned. Let's get right into this. In current Dragon Ball, Goku and Vegeta can use Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue whenever they want, and Super Saiyan Blue is the Super Saiyan level of Super Saiyan God. However, it wasn't always this way. This is actually a retcon. Originally, Super Saiyan Blue is equivalent to Super Saiyan God. You guys are probably like, wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. But just let me explain. Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue were introduced in Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods and Resurrection F respectively. So let me explain how the forms worked in those two movies, and then I'll explain to you guys how it was retconned in Dragon Ball Super. Goku achieved the Super Saiyan God transformation through a ritual, however it was only temporary and he soon lost access to the form. Although he did go into the form one final time to nullify Beerus' attack, but after that he couldn't use the form at will. His body did learn from the experience and he was made stronger, however, he still couldn't use the actual Super Saiyan God transformation. I'd also like to mention that Goku didn't like achieving the Super Saiyan God form and the power that came with it through a ritual, because he wanted to achieve the power on his own, so that did make him upset and angry. This information will be important in a minute, so let me get on to Super Saiyan Blue, and then you'll see why. When Goku shows Frieza Super Saiyan Blue for the first time, he explains it as saying he got a taste of something called Super Saiyan God, and then he learned to tap into that power on his own.
You don't have the patience for the full story. So let's say I got a taste of something called Super Saiyan God, and now I've learned to tap into that power on my own.
I mean, think about this for a second. Goku says he got a taste of something called Super Saiyan God, and then he learned to tap into that power on his own, which is Super Saiyan Blue. So this makes it seem like Super Saiyan Blue is equivalent to Super Saiyan God. He says he achieved that power on his own, referring to Super Saiyan God, while he explains Super Saiyan Blue. So this really does make it seem like Super Saiyan Blue is just equivalent to Super Saiyan God in power. And that's because I feel like in Resurrection F it was supposed to be equivalent to Super Saiyan God. Let me explain why that actually makes a lot of sense. Once again, Goku didn't like getting the Super Saiyan God transformation through a ritual because it wasn't him working for the form himself. So it makes sense that after the events of Battle of Gods, Goku would train to try and get that power on his own, and when he does achieve that power, it takes the form of Super Saiyan Blue. So Super Saiyan Blue is equivalent to Super Saiyan God. It's just that when Goku and Vegeta achieve that power on their own, it takes the form of Super Saiyan Blue instead of Super Saiyan God. When in reality, they're equivalent in power, it's just that Super Saiyan Blue is what happens when Goku and Vegeta achieve the form on their own, and Super Saiyan God is what happens when you achieve the form through a ritual. And I honestly think this is pretty cool. Battle of Gods introduced the form of Super Saiyan God, and Goku did not like having that power because he didn't achieve it himself. So in the follow-up movie, Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, Goku finally achieves that same power on his own. It's just that it actually is a different form. Even though it's the same power, because Goku achieved it on his own, it actually is just a different form, which is Super Saiyan Blue. The retcon that Dragon Ball Super makes isn't just the fact that Super Saiyan Blue is now the Super Saiyan version of Super Saiyan God, it's also the fact that Goku and Vegeta can now use Super Saiyan God whenever they want, when originally it seemed like Super Saiyan Blue was just the new replacement for Super Saiyan God. In Dragon Ball Super, Goku explains to Frieza that he got a taste of something called Super Saiyan God, and then he achieved that power on his own, and this is the Super Saiyan level of that.
That's funny. I'd say it's a little more complicated than that. I know you don't have the patience for the full story, Frieza, but I got a taste of something called Super Saiyan God and then tapped into that power on my own, and it's the Super Saiyan level of that.
So a Super Saiyan who's as strong as a Super Saiyan God, yet is not a Super Saiyan God, is now the Super Saiyan version of that? You really do need to work on your descriptions, Goku. I nearly bit my tongue just trying to spit it all out.
So basically, Dragon Ball Super outright says that Super Saiyan Blue is the Super Saiyan level of Super Saiyan God, whereas Resurrection F makes it out to be the equivalent of Super Saiyan God. So, the one thing I do have to say is, was it always intended for Super Saiyan Blue to be the Super Saiyan level of Super Saiyan God, and it's just that Resurrection F didn't explain it well? Or was Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan God originally intended to be the same strength, and they just retconned that in Dragon Ball Super? It seemed like we would never see Super Saiyan God again, because Super Saiyan Blue would be the new replacement. But obviously it's not like that in Dragon Ball Super, because they can go Super Saiyan God and Blue whenever they want. So, honestly, I personally believe it was retconned. However, for all I know, it was always intended to be the way it is now, and they just didn't explain that well in Resurrection F. But who knows? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.